We live in a world that is obsessed with productivity. Most of the time, that is about getting everything done on our to-do list that seems to be ever expanding. Have you ever thought that maybe the list you should be creating is your not to-do list? And that might be the secret sauce really to getting all the things that are the most important in your life. And that's what we're going to jump into on this video. We often find ourselves overwhelmed with tasks, obligations, commitments. And there's a real paradox here that when we start working on a to-do list, and if that's what we focus on, often it really gets in the way of us really achieving our biggest and greatest potential. So I define this concept of a not to-do list because we need to really get clear on where we're wasting our energy and whether we're putting our things into the right time frame. So one of the things I learned early on was to start understanding what I wanted to make per hour. And was I doing tasks over that? So many small business people I see, they're doing a lot of $15 an hour work. And half their day is spent doing $15 an hour work. And most of that should be on their not to-do list. And they should be having somebody else do that. And when they do that, they're gonna open up more time to be able to spending on the things that really matter and have the greatest impact on their life, but in their business. So let's think about that. What should be going on your not to-do list right now? Because really when we look at it is so many people do their to-do lists and they're not really prioritizing what's going to have the greatest value, because what I've found is often the lowest value items are screaming at us the most. If we don't get this paperwork in, we don't do that. So we end up working on that for a majority of our day rather than the things that are going to bring in the greatest value to us. So we really got to be thinking about it. What I've found is my friends that make the most amount of money do the least amount of things, but the things they do have the greatest value. When we really get our not to-do list put together, we really start understanding the power of prioritization. We start realizing what are the most important things in our day-to-day life and our business that are going to have the greatest impact today and in the future. And many of the things on our to-do list are not those items. The other is, as we start creating space in our lives so that we have more time, what we'll find is that we're going to get more creative. We're going to have more time to spend learning new things. We're going to have the time to see more opportunities. And that is so powerful to get farther ahead, that learning process and that creativity. The other is we realize that when we are overcommitted, which we often are with the to-do list, we find that we are exhausted. We don't bring our best selves to the deal. We find out that we end up having burnout because we are not delegating the things that we shouldn't be doing, and we're doing everything rather than the right things. And that is so critical if you want to reach all of your potential. The other is we have to get clear on saying no is often more important than saying yes. And for many of us, we are people pleasers. It is hard to say no. But the more you're able to say, no, I can't do that now, or that's a challenge, you're going to end up freeing up so much time in your life. You're going to free up so much space in your brain that you are going to have a much better life, and you're going to accomplish the things that really help the most amount of people. For many of us, me included, when I first started understanding this not to-do list many years ago, it was challenging. It was challenging for me to think that everybody could do things as good as me. And what I had to realize was that if somebody can do it 80 to 90% as good as me, then I should be having it done by somebody else. And that I should be doing the things that people can't do, they're only doing 50% as well as me, that I better be doing those items. And that there's so many more skilled people out there that will work at a cost much cheaper per hour than what I make. It was a transformational for my business, even though it was challenging, and I believe it will be transformational for you. So as you look at this, start thinking all the time about what you shouldn't be doing. And the power of saying no to that, or the power of delegating that to somebody else. And when you do that, it is going to free up so much time for you that you are going to have major changes in your business and your personal life. And you are going to be so thankful that you did this, because this is one of the tools of really highly effective people. Hey guys, John Sellers here again. If you are an agent and want to figure out how to create health, wealth, and freedom into your life, that is what I specialize in, and that is what I've been able to do as an agent, where I've been able to create a passive income, multiple passive incomes that are over 6 figures a year, that I've been able to build a business that allows me to live wherever I want to live, have that time and location freedom. And that is what I specialize in. That is what we talk about on this YouTube channel. So like and subscribe. And if you'd like to know more about how to create that freedom in your life, reach out to me. There's multiple ways to do it. We should have a conversation.